Hey everybody, let's talk about pixel video modes. So Pixel has a couple video modes that are very interesting when compared to the rest of the smartphone market. Not only do they have excellent video and audio now that the Pixel 6 has released, but they also have a set of googly kind of modes with artificial intelligence, like that sort of thing. Most of them are what I'm calling B-roll modes. Now, why is this important? Everybody knows that this is like the age of content creation, right? So everybody's on TikTok, everybody's doing whatever thing that they like to do. So a lot of phone manufacturers and camera manufacturers, actually, like this one I've got, shout out to my new camera, are catered to that audience. When Google announced, it was with the Pixel 5 actually, but it carried over to the 6 and is a lot, I don't want to say better, but video is just better overall in the 6. When Google announced that they were going to, create these stabilization modes, I was really excited because all I heard in that way was B-roll mode. Like I said before, it's not officially called that, but when you're shooting a video like this one and you see video play over it just like that, it's called B-roll. So instead of having to see my face the whole time and me sitting in this chair, you get to see actual use with the phone, or you get to see me driving in a car, or the leaves on the trees, or whatever I happen to be shooting at the moment. Most of the time, you just have to take this video, and then like in the video editor, you got to put the video in there. But then like the video that I'm shooting right now with me talking, obviously I don't want that video in there. So and then I have to like splice the audio from the video, remove the video, put the new video in there, and then mute it. It takes a lot of steps. It looks really good, but it takes a lot of steps to get it in there, and it's just very time consuming. What Cinematic Pan does, cue my Mazda, is eliminate about 3 of those steps. As you can see, this is Cinematic Pan is what it's called. Stabilization mode on the Pixel 6 Pro. It looks excellent as far as I could tell from when I shot it. You get super smooth, it almost looks like it's on a gimbal. You get really nice colors. You get like the slowdown happens automatically. It actually shoots in slow motion, and then obviously you can't use the audio from that, so it cuts the audio out. But what that ends up doing is you carry a camera and you carry the Pixel, and then you can go anywhere you like. You shoot some cinematic pan footage along with your narration, or whatever you may be doing, and you've got a really professional video. Now, that's, I'm hoping that Pixel in the future is going to get more video features, like possibly YouTube video editor. Hint, Google, that's what we want. Audio editing, and some sort of like you can piece videos together in Google Photos instead of just editing one individually, because the editors in Google Photos are actually very good, but we don't really have a way to put it all together. So at this point, I use Power Director, both my computer and the phone. That's actually how I end up putting it together. The next mode I actually want to talk about is locked, is what it's called. It says for far away still shots up to 2x zoom. So it's actually going to be better for me to show you what that looks like than to explain it to you. All right, what you're seeing now is the stabilization mode for the 2x zoom. It's pretty choppy if you move it around, but it's really great for, you see how it tries to correct like that. I realize this looks really bad. I am zoomed in 20x on the Pixel 6 Pro. That's super res plus the 4x telephoto, and it's really supposed to be a handheld shot. So you can zoom in and zoom out, but you're not really supposed to move it around with this mode, because even though you can, it's a very aggressive software enhancement, so it's not really what it's intended for. But look how smooth that is. I mean, that's 12x, there's 20x. So even though that might look a little bit grainy, there's some noise up there, I do notice that. But again, that's 4x with 16x digital, so that's pretty good. You can use it full as well, and look, it looks like it like froze. So let's move it. We'll see what happens. See, it's trying to readjust, but then once it finds its footing, it's going to lock into place. And it's going to do its best. So then very similar to this one, but also very different. Whereas locked obviously is going to lock it in place, and you can't really move around as you saw in the video. Like, it wasn't good moving around, but that's really not what it was intended for. Heavy or active is for heavy movement, as in, like, maybe you're following a kid at a sports game, you're trying to get a picture of the car on the highway, which I have never done. But whatever active thing you're doing, it's good for it. You know what I mean? So that GoPro style. Now this is the sports mode or heavy movement mode. It's not quite as aggressive as the last one we did, which was the zoomed. But if you can tell, like, this is still recording. It's not just an image. It looks very, very good, very, very stable. You don't want to do too many, fast movements with this. You can, like, I'm walking right now and it looks like a gimbal, right? It looks really good, but then you see where it gets kind of choppy like that is if you're trying to do like fast movements or something like that. What you're looking to, the goal with this anyway, is to zoom in on your subject, and it's going to keep it very, very still within the frame. So you don't want to be, necessarily following your subject with the entire camera with this mode, but it looks really, really good. Let me know what you guys think. Just to recap, we've got standard, which is actually really good, just as it is, stabilization, locked, active, and then cinematic pan, each varying in severity and your use cases as far as shooting video goes on the Pixel 6. Make sure and sub, leave a like, leave a comment if you don't mind. Let me know how it looks. Let me know how it looks compared to your favorite smartphone. And I will see you on the next one.